Yo, what's good everybody, and welcome back to the DTC Draft League. It is Season 3, Week 2 of Season 3 to be exact. And my Chicago Dragapults, I know you see them right here in the little background. Boom. We figured out how to get our logo on Shoutout, and now it's there. And now it's in the background of the team builder as well. So, in Week 2, my Chicago Dragapults are taking on none other than MetaMech, the coach of the Miami Heatran. MetaMech is a very good friend of mine. Very good PokeTuber in terms of commentary, in terms of content creation. My man has it down pat. He has Nuzlocke. He has competitive. He has collaborations. My man has anything you ever could want in a PokeTuber. So go check him out if you haven't already. Link to his channel will be in the description down below. But let us talk about the team that my man can be bringing to the battle. My man has access to a Solgaleo, Thundurus Incarnate, a Araquanid, Gliscor, Obstagoon, Comfey, Zero-Oro, who he just picked up at the beginning of this week, Mega Swampert, Steelix, Turtonator, and Bellossom. So my man has a pretty good team. Pretty diverse team, if I do say so myself. Solgaleo is a very strong defensive uber. Can be offensive as well, but also eats up hits very surprisingly well. Thundurus Incarnate, very good offensive mon, as well as a support mon with the ability Prankster, giving him priority to non-damaging moves. It's very good for his team. He could set up he can go for Prankster Rain Dances, Prankster Nasty Plots, Prankster Substitutes, Prankster Thunder Wave. Like Thundurus is a really good Pokemon. I actually used Thundurus in a draft league I think that ended a few weeks ago. It was pretty fun. I like using him a lot. Araquanid, you all know how much we love Araquanid around here. We love Araquanid. My man has access to webs, which could be a problem if he gets those up. Also, Araquanid, as we all know, hits like a truck even without attack investment. So I could see a nice strong liquidation nuke coming in. Gliscor is a very strong defensive pivot. With access to moves like Earthquake, U-Turn, Defog, and Stealth Rocks. He also gets Knockoff as well. So Gliscor is a very reliable utility Pokemon. Can be offensive as well. And can eat up hits and dish them back out if he needs to. Obstagoon is also a very strong threat, especially for Dragapult. But with the normal Dark typing, it's literally like a hard counter to Dragapult. With the Guts ability, he can be rocking a Flame Orb. He could not be rocking a Flame Orb, and then I accidentally burn him, and he gets, a buff off of that. He's got a strong stab move in Facade and Knockoff as well. Stab, Knockoff, Guts boosted. Obstagoon is nothing to not worry about. You know what I'm saying? Definitely foresee him bringing the Obstagoon. Comfey is pretty cool, gets priority healing. Could see him bringing it in this matchup because it does, in theory, do well against Yveltal and Dragapult with being able to use priority Draining Kiss. So we'll see how well that works out. Zero-Aura gives my man a really good speed tier outside of Rain with Mega Swampert. So Zero-Aura I could see coming here because it does naturally outspeed Dragapult. And it can spam Knockoff as well. Plasma Fist is a very strong move. And up next we got Mega Swampert, which rounds out his speed tier. When he's in the rain, Mega Swampert is very fast. We do have answers for that, but yeah. So in the rain, Mega Swampert can be very fast, which is why we think Thundurus might be running Prankster Rain Dance. Be very viable strat. Very strong, hard-hitting Mega Swampert. Mega Swampert and Gliscor are his only, and Steelix are his only access to rocks. So if he does opt to bring Swampert and Gliscor, I don't think he would have rocks on Swampert. I think he would rather have rocks on Gliscor. But who knows? Steelix is another physically defensive Pokemon. Very strong. Terrible special defense, but very good physical defense. Is a rocker. Has the sturdy ability, so he'll always be getting his Stealth Rocks up. Turtonator can Shell Smash. Is a Fire Dragon. He seems pretty cool. You look back at it. He's got a nice signature move in Shell Trap. That if you make contact with that Pokemon on the same turn, it'll do damage to you. And then we all know and love Bellossom with Quiver Dance, Strength Sap, all that good stuff. Sleep Powder. Can't go wrong with Bellossom. We don't have a Grass type to try and block the Sleep Powder. But we do have Aromatherapy on our Weezing. So yeah, hopefully that'll come in play here. But here's what we got to counter my man's team. I do believe he's going to be bringing some form of Solgaleo, Thundurus, Swampert. For sure. Those are his big three. And then maybe Obstagoon, Gliscor, and Zero-Aura. Zero-Aura gives him a very good speed tier outside of Rain, like I said before. But I could also see Araquanid over Zero-Aura, and then just for him to get webs down, so Obstagoon can actually outspeed things. But otherwise, I could see him like leading Gliscor, either U-turning or stealth rocking, depending on what goes on. I could see him also leading Thunderous just to get the rain up straight away, because I don't really have a way to stop that in theory. I could also see a Solgaleo lead just to see you know what Solgaleo's made of. I really don't know what my man wants to lead off with. Didn't do much research about his team besides what I already know based on like their like standard sets, I should say. So yeah, I didn't really do like any crazy calculations. But up first, we got our Scarf Ham Sandwich. We're bringing back the special set. We're not specs, but we are scarfed with the modest nature. 120 speed will allow us to outspeed everything that's not scarfed. With 120 speed and a scarf, we actually do outspeed a Mega Swampert in the rain. So that's what that's for. We have Tri Attack just in case. Hold up. Someone's knocking on my door.
A few inches later.
Okay, so I believe Tri Attack is just because we didn't have another move that we needed. Draco Meteor and Shadow Ball can cover the majority of my man's team. Shadow Ball hits everything on his team besides the Obstagoon, and then Draco Meteor hits everything on the team besides Comfey and Steelix, I should say. So yeah, it's kind of, we didn't really need Flamethrower, we really didn't need Thunderbolt. So I put Tri Attack just for like some pretty, like, let's say it's like Zero Aura versus Dragapult in the end game, and I Tri Attack. Maybe I get a cheeky freeze, maybe I get a cheeky burn. You never know. I just think Tri Attack might be pretty fun here. Up next, we have Lyra Hoover, Yveltal with Oblivion Wing, Dark Pulse, Taunt, and Roost. So we're actually running a very offensive set with max special attack, max speed, just to be able to outspeed the Gliscor and to taunt him so he can't get his rocks up, so he can't roost and stuff like that. He will obviously be able to knock off my heavy duty boots, which kind of will be a problem if he ends up getting rocks up, but I believe 2 Oblivion Wings will take out a Gliscor. So yeah, there's that. Up next, we have our offensive pivot in Killer B, the B drill. Killer B is me. With U-turn, Poison Jab, Knockoff, and Swords Dance, we can get a Swords Dance up on a possible Blossom that misses a Sleep Powder. So that's what we're going for there. Most likely going to be leading off with either Ham Sandwich or the B drill, just the U-turn out. If I do see the Gliscor or the Steelix, I will most likely be leading off with Yveltal to taunt them. And yeah, it's kind of what's going on there. So the first 3 guys are going to be the lead. Just going to play it by ear to see who becomes the lead. Up next, we're debuting Throw the Urlacher the Throw into the DTC Season 3. This is his debut, and hopefully he can put in some work. I do believe Bulk Up, Rest, Sleep Talk, Circle Throw can put in some work. My man does not have a Ghost type on his team, so Circle Throw is, in theory, just spammable. The Comfey very well stops this. Because it has priority draining kiss, obviously. But otherwise, Throw's pretty good against a lot of his guys. Zero Aura doesn't one-shot it. Gliscor doesn't one-shot it. Solgaleo can Zen Headbutt one-shot it, but if he's mad offensive, then that's just what's gonna happen. Up next, we have our defensive pivot, Air Balloon Galarian Weasling with the neutralizing gas ability, because I really did want Levitate for the Earthquake immunity, but at the same time, I really want neutralizing gas for to neutralize Gliscor's Poison Heal, as well as neutralize Obstagoon's Guts, as well as neutralize Thunderous's Prankster. So this neutralizing gas goes pretty far in my opinion. Although Thunderous will still be able to move first against Galarian Weezing because the neutralizing gas just neutralizes the ability, but Thunderous is still naturally faster. So he'll in theory still be able to, go first, but I think it'll still be funny. Yeah, just our defensive pivot with Will-O-Wisp, Defog, Aromatherapy, and Strange Steam. We got Aromatherapy just in case my man wants to spam Prankster Thunder Wave on the Thunderous or Toxic on anything else on his team. As well as we can Aromatherapy our own throws, Rest. So I think that'll be pretty fun to see how that works with. And last but not least, we have our Heatran, the Metro. Now, I was really debating about Heatran. I really don't think he foresees Heatran coming because my man does have a lot of water types and a lot of ground type coverage. He has Steelix, Gliscor, all of which can learn Earthquake. I'm pretty sure Solgaleo gets Earthquake, and I know Mega Swampert gets it. So, I don't know if I'm going to swap out Heatran for somebody else. I might, but as far as right now, we're just going to rock out with Heatran. I may swap it out for like Suicune or maybe what's it called is really good here, the Snake. I don't know, but I'll be right back. If I end up switching it out, I'll let you guys know, but I probably won't. But yeah, I'll see you all when the battle starts. Alright, we have sent my man the challenge. Now we just wait. Are we recording? We are recording. Alright, you love to see it. We're back here. And he did bring the Zero Aura and the Comfey. So I guess Heatran is still good here for the Comfey. And the only problem for the Heatran, not only problem, but the main problem for the Heatran is Earthquake from Gliscor. Close Combat from Zero Orb, we probably don't like either. I'm going to say good luck, have fun in the chat. And see where this goes. Who does it lead with? I feel like we lead off with Larry Hoover. The only problem is if he leads off with what's it called? Thundurus? Like Yveltal is really good here for everyone besides Thundurus off a lead. Well, I guess, and also Zero Aura, which would be a problem. We'd probably get one shot out by Zero Aura, which would be unfortunate. But let's go. Let's lead off with it. See what happens. He leads off with Gliscor. This is actually pretty good for us. We could Dark Pulse to KO him, but I kind of want to just Taunt to block either the Toxic or the Stealth Rocks. So we do Taunt. He does not get the Stealth Rocks up. Sick. So now I do want to Dark Pulse here. It's good for everything. It's good for everything. Dark Pulse is really good. It's a 2-hit KO on this thing. We actually do end up with the cheeky flinch, which is a little bit unfortunate for my man MetaMech here. But depending on what he was going to go for. What was he going to go for? U-turn? Yeah, probably U-turn. That's actually a little unfortunate for him. Because now, I don't know if he can U-turn on anything else. He could probably roost up on Throw later on in the match. I suppose, if that's something he wants to preserve for. He can also, yeah, he can roost up on Throw and Wheezing. And Heatran as well, actually. So his health isn't all lost here. But it is still, that does still kind of suck. We get a nice fat Dark Pulse off on this thing. I do believe we can live one Thunderbolt, even if it's like a Specs Thunderbolt, which I doubt he is Specs. This thing has way too much utility for it to be considered, for you to even consider Specs, in my opinion. So we're just gonna fire off another Dark Pulse. He actually goes for Substitute, and we'll break that sub. He's now down to 1 HP. And we'll just go for it again. Maybe Thunder Wave here. I could see that, but other than that, I really don't see a thing that it does. Thunder Wave here makes the most sense though, because then his Gliscor will be faster. You could potentially roost up on it. He actually just goes for Thunderbolt. Doesn't get the paralysis. All right, and we get the knockout on the Thundurus. So we are a little bit low HP, which is not good. Because yeah, Zero Aura comes in and gets a kill. I do kind of want to calc to see if we do live a Plasma usually from full. That'll like let me know whether or not. Okay, so we kind of don't. So yeah, this Yveltal's kind of ran its course here. We're just gonna Dark Pulse and hope for the best. He does Volt Switch, so we will get the momentum. And I'm curious to see how much. Beedrill's U-turn does to whatever wants to come out. Where's Beedrill? Right there. Beedrill's U-turn to what's that thing called? Gliscor. Gliscor will do 20 to 23. So I don't know about that. Let's see what he goes out into. It's got to be, I don't know, Gliscor or Solgaleo, I guess. How much will we do to Solgaleo? Solgaleo gets 2-hit KO'd by knockoff. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I'm curious to see what he goes out into though. Are we still recording? We are recording. He actually ends up going out into Solgaleo. So now we get to decide. Is he Scarfed? That's the question. Because if he's Scarfed, he he could potentially outspeed my Beedrill. We always outspeed with Dragapult though, so that's the problem there. But one Shadow Ball does not kill it from this range. But one knockoff also doesn't kill me. But if he's Scarf knockoff, then it does. So that's where the problem ensues. I do very much, because, yeah, my Scarf Dragapult is the only thing that potentially outspeeds a Zero Aura, unless it's also Scarfed. Which is possible, but I really don't think it is. Otherwise, do we appreciate a Wisp? Is this thing Scarfed? Do we think it is? It could be. This thing learns Earthquake, right? I believe this thing learns Earthquake. I don't know. I'm not going to test it. Let's just go for Dragapult. Let's just go for double Shadow Ball. Let's see what he wants to go for. I could see him being like Dragon Dance weakness policy. That's a set that I could see possible right here. Dragon Dance like with a lot of defenses and then weakness policy I think would be pretty cool. But Shadow Ball should 2-hit KO a majority of my man's team. Minus Comfy. Because he'll Draining Kiss. And it'll be priority. So yeah, I don't know what he wants to do here. I could very well see he actually goes right out into Comfy. Lay that lives. That does a solid 38%, and we lower the Spadef. So now he's 1000% going for Draining Kiss. We could go right out into Metro. Yep. See, that is 5%, and we could either Toxic the potential Zero Aura, which makes sense, which almost makes too much sense. But we could also burn that thing as well. And I do believe a Lava Plume would take out the Gliscor. So yeah, let's do it. He goes out into Araquanid, very smart. Can't burn that. He can get his webs up now, which doesn't matter, essentially. And we could try and force him to defog his own webs away if we get our Stealth Rocks up. So yeah, let's Toxic. He's probably going to get his webs up. He actually just opts to Liquidate. Pretty cool. This is actually our Comfy answer. But yeah, we actually don't have anything. Well, I guess we have Poison Jab, which probably kills you. I'm just trying to think. Do we need this anymore? I don't think we do. Because we could probably just go out into Throw and Circle Throw. Let's just get our rocks up. Alright, sweet. So now what takes this thing out? We saw Lava Plume did 14. That was a crit Lava Plume, mind you. Wow, I didn't even realize that. So how much does Beedrill do to Araquanid? That's the question. U-turn does 53 to 63. Which does not kill, but Poison Jab might kill. 61 to 72. Doesn't look like it kills. I think I honestly just go out into Throw and just start doing stuff. And to start Circle Throwing. I guess I could also do this. I can go out into Wheezing and Strange Theme. I guess I could do that. But that kind of invites in the Gliscor, unfortunately. You know what? We're 251. How much were we on Metro? 342 or super effective. Maybe, yeah, it's either Wheezing or Urlacher here. I guess I could just go Urlacher and Circle Throw if he wants to go out into... Yeah, let's do that. Let's just do that. Let's Circle Throw here. He could Liquidate me, that'd be fine, honestly. I'd rather prefer him to Liquidate me. That way we'll Circle Throw him out of here. And then he'll come back in with rocks. And something, whatever else comes in is getting rocks damage. So that actually does half my HP, which is actually pretty dire. So Gliscor is getting hit. Okay, so this is actually unfortunate because he'll be able to get his rocks up. Or he'll heal. Both things we don't like. Both things we don't like. Let's see what happens. The best case scenario, he defogs. Okay. So we actually get the kill on the Gliscor, which is cool. Now somebody's taking rocks damage. We do still have defog available on our Galarian Wheezing. Comfy's pretty free here, but I guess not, actually. He's going to opt to... What's it called? I don't know how we break through this thing. Yeah. We're just going to Circle Throw. He does go for the Psychic. We do live, which is cool. Alright, we get another Circle Throw off. Comfy gets dragged in. It's going to go for priority Draining Kiss. So yeah, there's nothing to overthink here. We just keep clicking Circle Throw. And hopefully get some more chip damage on something. No, he's definitely killing us. Like, if he attacks, we die right now. Or we get knocked out, but... wow, only 15 turns, and it's already 4v4. It's about to be 4v3, but the good news is we can come in with Beedrill and kind of just claim a life. With Poison Jab. Minus the Solgaleo, of course. So yeah, we go into Beedrill. We Mega, and it's either do we knock off... If knockoff kills the Comfy from here, then we definitely knock off. But I don't think it does. Comfey. Yeah, knockoff does not. We have to 100% poison jab. And the only problem there is... obviously, the what's it called immune to it. Obviously, the what's it called immune to it. And he only went for Psychic so far, so we don't know what he potentially is. I really do want to knock off, though, predicting that. But do I? We'll just go for it. Yay, we get the Araquanid. Alright, so we went for the healthy medium play with Araquanid. But he sees the knockoff. He sees the knockoff. He can fear the knockoff now. I don't think his thing is Scarred. It might be, though. I don't know. Because he only went for Psychic that one time. Last time he brought it in, he swapped out again. Right? Where was it? Withdrew Lion. Yeah. He Volt Switched out into Lion. I sent out Dragapult. And he did not stay in. He swapped out into Comfey. Alright, so I guess we're going to see right now whether or not this is Scarfed. Because, yeah, knockoff does 53 to 63. And U-turn does not kill. Preserving U-turn is very smart, though, for the Zero Aura. Because Zero Aura is still at full HP. I think we lose to that. Let's knock off. He actually is Scarfed. And does get the kill. Sick. So, our Dragapult can outspeed everything. That's not Comfey. Because of priority Draining Kiss. I really do want a U-turn. But I'm just going to Shadow Ball. But I do believe MetaMech has this one in the bag. Where do we misplay? I don't think we misplayed. I think he just had a better team. Yeah. I think he just had a better team. Throw put in a lot of work. He got 3 circle throws off. I'm happy for him. I'm proud for my Urlacher. Oh, but yeah, I don't think Shadow Ball kills from this range. I didn't test it out. But yeah, Shadow Ball has a chance to kill from this range. But he could just go right out into Comfey, eat it up, and then priority Draining Kiss. He could... It's also Life Orb, just realized that. Because what did we do? We did like 36 last time with Shadow Ball. Yeah, we did 38. So yeah, it's a roll to kill the Comfey. Actually, you know what? After rocks, it kills the Comfey. Hold up. So if he goes down to Comfey right now, that's good. But not... If not... As long as we get the Comfey... Get the Comfey's HP down... Weezing goes in. Weezing not goes in. Weezing can switch in. Hopefully knock it out. Because of the trio. Yeah, okay. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. We'll see where this endgame leads us. All we know for sure is that we have to Shadow Ball here. That's all we know for sure. Because it'll knock out the Comfey if it switches in. It has a chance to knock out the Solgaleo. And it, you know, it outspeeds the Zero Aura. So yeah. I don't know what he's thinking about here. He's probably thinking... yeah, like I'm definitely Scarfed. But even if I wasn't, Sunsteel Strike doesn't, you know, what's it called? Doesn't knock me out. So yeah, because it's a steel move. So Galarian Weezing can probably Strange Theme the Comfey into submission. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm curious to see how this ends. Because, like, I could potentially come back if he misplays. Like, if he swaps here, I think that's a misplay. I 100% think that's a misplay if he swaps here. Let's see. How much do we do to a Comfey as Dragapult? How much does Comfey do to us? Draining Kiss does 62 to 73. 74. And then they recover a bit of HP back. So yeah. He has to get a clean swap into Comfey. So he has to sack off his Solgaleo. Yeah, he either sacks off Solgaleo or he sacks off Zero Aura. And even so, I don't think Zero Aura gets 2-hit KO'd by Modest Shadow Ball. It actually does. Okay. Well, we'll see how MetaMech plays this endgame. Because I'm curious to see how he does it. But yeah, because he pretty much has this secured in my opinion. Because Comfey can Draining Kiss the Dragapult. And Zero Aura can live at least one. and can probably get a lot of damage off on the Wheezing. I know I am max defense Wheezing. I believe I am. He actually goes... Okay, that was a misplay, MetaMech. He sacked off Comfy to get in Zera. That was a misplay, my dude. You definitely should have just stayed in. Comfy was your win con, in my opinion. Comfy's Draining Kiss was necessary to take down Scarf Ham Sandwich. He can live one with... Okay. So he's not Life Orb, Zero Aura. That much we know. But maybe if Galarian Weezing can live 2 attacks. Let's see. Okay, we do live 2 attacks. And yeah. Strange Steam is enough chip, I think. Yeah, I like where this is going. Now we kind of have a chance here. He does go out into Zero Aura. We're going to go right out into our Galarian Weezing. I do believe. Yes, I do believe. Go right into our Galarian Weezing. Maybe we'll be able to see what item my man is. Probably not. But Plasma's Fist shall not do more than 33% or 35%. So it's about 34. All right, sick. Pops our balloon. We can Wisp. I kind of just want a Strange Theme, though. So I don't want to miss the Wisp. But I can also miss the Strange Theme. But in the off chance that it goes on to Solgaleo, who is Scarfed. Who's mixed. Let's Wisp. Okay, he does go for the Plasma Fist again. Land, please. Let's go. We land the Wisp. Half of 38 is about 19. He should still knock us out here. He should still knock us out here. Perhaps I should have Strange Themed. Yep, he does knock us out. Even the crit. I don't think the crit mattered because he was doing like 38 average. Alright, but here's the good thing is now we live a knockoff for sure. And Shadow Ball's a 2-hit KO. We're about to find out if he's Scarfed. About to find out if he's Scarfed. Because that was not bandit damage, that's for sure. Bandit damage would have done so much more to Weezing. Alright, he's not Scarfed. We don't knock him out, though. He goes for the Play Rough. Gets a nice 33%. And I do believe Dragapults Shadow Ball is going to be able to clean up here. All because he sacked off his Comfy. I think if we would have sacked off Solgaleo, Comfy won. Or Comfy gave him a higher chance of winning. And now because he's going to get Rocks Chip, unless he's Max Spadef, this is killing. And it's not, and that's a game. GG, MetaMech. Yo, that one came down to the wire, man. That one was really close. Like he definitely won. If I think maybe not he definitely won, but he had a much higher chance of winning if he didn't sack off Comfy. But I'm gonna ask him if he wants to do an interview, and then get him in a call real quick. But if not, that has been my Chicago Dragapults. We finally won our first match in the DTC. We lost week 1 against my man Brother Cahoots. Won week 2 against my man MetaMech. He said give me a minute to wrap up. No problem, brother. Won a very close one in week 2. Dragapult Dragapult clutched it up with his Scarf Shadow Ball. And that's funny because week 1 was Dragapult in the end too, but we just couldn't handle the Mimikyu because #bars. Because it still had its disguise up, so that was a little unfortunate. But yeah, we were able to come away with one in week 2. Shout out to the MetaMech for agreeing to do this so late. I slept through our initial time. We were supposed to battle earlier today, and then had to go hang out with my family. And so now I came back, and we're doing it a little bit at nighttime, which is a little bit more later than we would have liked to, but it is what it is. Appreciate MetaMech sticking around to do this. And yeah, if we don't get the interview, this will be me. And if you all like what you saw and you saw what you liked, don't forget to like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you all on the next one. Peace. All right, well, we were able to snag an interview with my man MetaMech, coach of the Miami Heatran. MetaMech, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing well. Not as well as I would be if I had won the battle, but I'm doing pretty good nonetheless. But thanks for having me on for an interview. Really excited to do this.
I'm very curious.
Played well, man.
Because I only have one question. Because otherwise it was a pretty decent match.
Okay.
Why did you opt to swap out of Solgaleo into Comfy right there?
Because I don't think that Sunsteel Spike would have OHKO'd you. And obviously, I figured you were probably Choice Scarf, so you would have killed me that turn anyway because you would have outsped. So that's why I switched out into Comfy to get a clean switch out of anything. I was hoping potentially Comfy would live because I was fully invested in special defense, but the rocks.
Yeah, the rocks.
Where there was pretty solid chance that I wasn't going to live. But either way, I wanted to clean switch into Zeraora.
So what my problem was that I knew I couldn't kill Comfy with one hit, so I knew it always lived at least one. But I also knew it also got the priority Draining Kiss. So I was all like, if he sacks off Solgaleo here, Comfy comes in, does about, I think it was like 65 to 75% with Draining Kiss to
Were you invested in HP or special defense?
I believe I had a bit of HP. What was my HP? It was... I had 136 HP.
Yeah, so if you had no HP investment and just 4 special defense investment, Draining Kiss does probably more like closer to 70 to 80%.
So yeah, I think that's why I was. So what I was saying was
so much of that HP back because I also had Life Orb on Comfy.
I saw that.
So that you get 75% of your health back with Draining Kiss. So I would have got a lot of my HP back.
Exactly. So that's what I was saying. I think your play there would have been to just sack off Solgaleo and then go out into Comfy so you could 1v1 my Dragapult.
Well, yeah, I would have 1v1 your Dragapult, but here's the thing. I wouldn't have been able to take out... I didn't think I was going to be able to take out the Galarian Weezing without Solgaleo.
Yeah, the Galarian Weezing was max defense. I don't know if...
Right.
Because Spadef is actually pretty bad, Galarian Weezing.
Spadef is pretty bad, but
yeah, even so...
wall to Comfy.
Even so, yeah, Draining Kiss wouldn't have done that much. So yeah, actually...
Draining Kiss wouldn't have done anything. Giga Drain wouldn't have done anything. And as you saw, Zeraora's Plasma Fist wasn't a 2-shot, so I needed Solgaleo to be able to take down the Galarian Weezing. So that's why I had to do it.
Yeah, it's actually very true. Okay, that makes a little more sense. Yeah, I was fearing like a Scarf Zeraora. I was like, nah, there's no way he's running double Scarf. That would be...
Yeah, I was kind of hoping that you might go for that. I didn't run the double Scarf just because I wanted the... I wanted the flexibility with Zeraora to go for different moves. I was just like, if he outspeeds me, I know he's Scarfed.
So what was what's his name? What was Solgaleo's what was his speed? What was he meant to outspeed besides the Beedrill?
The Beedrill.
That was it. Yeah.
I knew he would outspeed because he's the fastest one on your team. So I put him to outspeed anything that wasn't choiced.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. That's very smart. I assumed it was gonna be like I thought it was either gonna be a Scarfer or like a Dragon Dance weakness policy set. I know I've seen that running around. That's pretty cool set.
That's a good set. I might have to keep that in mind.
Yeah, because that if you can invest in your defenses and then get a Dragon Dance up, it'll be like you're Scarfed and +1. And then if you get hit by a super effective move, now you're +3. So yeah, I don't know. That was a set I was fearing. So I was like, I really hope he doesn't get Dragon Dance.
I don't know.
I think he does because I know the Dusk main one does.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to look into that, but I appreciate the strategy.
Hey, man, so if you use it, you know what I'm saying?
Man, a couple things, man. Did I surprise you with Psychic on Solgaleo?
Not really. Who'd you use it against?
I used it on Throw, but it's a special move. He's normally a physical attacker. I also brought it for the Galarian Weezing.
Which is why I live, so I'm actually glad you went for the Psychic there.
What else? Well, I mean...
I thought you might have had Zen Headbutt or something, and then...
Yeah, well... It was so close, man. 2%.
Yeah, no,
that was huge. And then landing the burn obviously was crucial because without the burn, I win that. I think.
On play rough on Dragapult. Oh yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So.
Yeah, so I'm actually glad I landed that burn. I was gonna either Strange Steam or burn. And I was like, you know what, burn will allow me to live like a for sure knockoff or play rough, whatever you want to go for.
Yeah.
And so I was like, you know what, I'm doing that instead. And if I miss my burn, then I miss my burn. That's whatever.
The battle couldn't have started off worse for me. I was like, I'm leading. I also was rocking 2 Focus Sashes, by the way.
Oh, on who?
Obviously on Thunderous Incarnate and on Gliscor. Because I was like, I'm getting these rocks. Yeah, I'm getting these rocks up no matter what. I have to get these rocks up.
Yeah.
It's going to be huge against Beedrill and against the Yveltal, obviously.
See, that was my problem for my week 1 game. That's why I was all like, you know what? I'm leading off Yveltal and I'm clicking Taunt. I don't care.
Yep, I was concerned about that, but I was like, man, I got to go for these rocks anyway because I desperately need them. And then you got the flinch on me on the next turn.
Yeah, that was dire because what'd you go for? U-turn, I'm assuming?
Yeah, I went for U-turn.
Yeah, so that's why I was like, oh, that flinch kind of sucks. It wouldn't have changed much. It would have, his Gliscor would have been 100%, not 100%, but his Gliscor would have lived to eventually, roost up on either Urlacher or Galarian Weezing, but I was like,
Yeah.
I was like, I feel kind of bad about it, but I'm just gonna click Dark Pulse again and see what happens.
Hey man, it happens. That's how the game goes.
Yeah, it's
There was
Pokemon.
one question that I had, because did you have Sucker Punch on Yveltal?
No, just Oblivion Wing, Dark Pulse, Taunt, and Roost.
Wow. Okay, I'm kind of surprised by that. I don't know if that's why did my substitute play trip you up there?
Oh yeah, no. I assumed you were gonna Thunder Wave. You were gonna go for like Thunder Wave shenanigans.
Well, I can't because you're a Dark type.
I always forget about that
Yeah.
on Prankster. I always forget
I
about
literally
that.
changed it last minute. That preview I told you about that I had. I mean,
That
I
was
had Thunder Wave
27
on it,
minutes,
but
by the way.
yeah, exactly. I still had Thunderwave on the Thunderous, but it was for the Dragapult. If
I
I
see. I see. Yeah, that's what I figured.
I was watching somebody's draft league battle earlier, and they had the same problem. They went for a Thunderwave on a Dark type, on a Drapion, and it said it was immune, and then it immediately clicked with him, and then it immediately clicked with me because originally I had a different move, and I was like, if he goes Sucker Punch and I go Substitute, because I can't target you with a Prankster boosted move, but I can use one.
Yeah.
So I figured I go for Substitute, you go for Sucker Punch, then I can attack you on the next turn because I knew you would take me out with a Sucker Punch. So that's
Yeah.
why I did it that way. And
That's very smart. Yeah, no, I wasn't even rocking Sucker Punch.
yeah, so yeah, we both forgot about the Dark types being immune to
Prankster. Yeah, that's actually very clutch. I totally forgot about that.
Yeah.
I was just
so
happy. I was also just happy that Urlacher got to throw 3 times. That was pretty fun.
Yeah.
He didn't really do much, but he made it fun.
Yeah, the throw was another thing that kind of tripped me up. I really wasn't expecting you to bring that. And I was very, very, very shocked.
Heatran.
I was kind of surprised about Heatran, yeah, because I do have a strong enough ground type presence, and you also lived a liquidation, so I know you had some defensive investment in that thing.
He's max defense actually.
Yeah, I was like, if he's max defense, he has a chance to live this liquidation. But what was the question I was going to ask?
Surprise, no Suicune maybe?
Oh yeah, I was no. I was surprised no Sandaconda. That's your only ground type, and I have such a strong electric.
Yeah,
type
I
presence.
really did want to
very
bring
surprised.
Sandaconda.
I was very surprised.
Were you rocking
go ahead.
Grass Knot on Zero Aura?
On Zeraor? No, I was not.
Oh. Yeah,
But
I
did have Grass Knot on Thunderous Incarnate.
Oh, okay, there you go. I was low key thinking about. So I was like, it was either Sandaconda. It was like for the Heatran slot was either going to be Sandaconda or Suicune. I swapped between it like so many times, but I ended up just going like, you know what? I actually don't think, even though he does have a lot of ground presence with Earthquake on Gliscor, Earthquake on Swampert, and all, and like just good moves against Heatran, like close combat on Zeraora. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna bring it anyways because maybe he just doesn't prepare for it in the slightest, and I can just get some cheeky like toxic stuff. Like his Stealth Rocks actually ended up being really dire. So I'm actually glad.
Man. That was the thing. Like I said, for me, I was like, I'm getting Stealth Rocks up no matter what. I mean, thankfully, I ended up being able to get them out because you circle throwed my Gliscor in.
Yeah, unfortunately.
But if I would have got them up earlier in the battle, maybe that could have been the difference there.
Yeah, that's very true. Rocks kind of go in on my
2.
team.
Yeah, they do. That's exactly why I was like, I'm pretty sure, people can correct me if I'm wrong. This is going up on your channel, so who knows? But I've never run hazards before. I don't think on any team I've ever made. I'm not big on running the hazards. Yeah, I don't think I ever have that I can think of. And that's not that hazards are a bad thing, because clearly hazards can come in very handy.
Yeah.
I knew how big of a problem the Yveltal could be. So I was like, and then especially to make a Beedrill as well. So I was like, I got to get Stealth Rocks up.
I did have heavy duty boots on the Yveltal anyways.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Yeah, but I do understand what you're coming from. I only had Defog on Weezing, so like if I wanted to get rid of him, I'd have to go into Weezing to get rid of him for like the Beedrill to get a clean switch in. But
yep, I was really hoping you would lead like the Galarian Weezing or something. You didn't. I don't know if you saw it, but the move I was going for with my Gliscor was Taunt.
Really? I thought it said Stealth Rocks.
Yeah, I was going Stealth Rocks. I'm sorry, no. If you led Heatran, or if you led Sandaconda, or you led Galarian Weezing, those 3 I was going to taunt them, so they couldn't do any shenanigans or anything.
Yeah, that would have been very smart. It's the whole reason why I brought Taunt as well, and max speed Yveltal, because I was like, I'm outspeeding that Gliscor. I do not care.
Yeah. I was just like, I put enough speed into it that I would outspeed if you weren't max speed. If you were but. So I knew as soon as you obviously outsped me with the Dark Pulse that you were max speed. But yeah, Yveltal was such a scary, man. You'll see it in my team preview. But that thing,
Yo, I low-key cannot wait to
nightmares.
watch your team preview. 27 minutes long of you just worried about my team sounds like music to my ears, man.
Yeah, the Yveltal, man, with obviously it's like, because you know what that Celesteela did to me in week 1.
Yeah, that Celesteela stalled you out.
Yes, Yveltal is like Celesteela on steroids, because it's got essentially just as good a physical defense and special defense. It's got a much higher HP stat, much higher special attack stat, and a much higher speed stat. Gets Oblivion Wing. It gets
yeah, but you can't really beat Steel
Roost.
typing with Leech Seed. Like, that's insane. A Steel type that gets Leech Seed, like what?
Yeah, for sure. But like I said, you get Oblivion Wing, you get Roost, and then your already really powerful Dark type moves get Dark Aura boosted.
Yeah.
And even when you outspeed that thing, it gets Sucker Punch, which you didn't even bring. So
yeah, no, Sucker Punch is a really cool tech that I do plan on doing eventually, but I didn't think it was necessary in this matchup.
Yeah.
But yeah. This was a fun match, though, man. It came right down to the wire, too.
I'm happy about that, at least, man. Obviously, I really, really wanted to win, but I'm happy that I performed much better in this one than I did in the last one. That matters a lot to me. But, 0-2, but I still think we can bounce back here. Still, hopefully make a run at the playoffs and, see what happens from there, I guess.
Also, spoilers, I just watched Cahoots' fight with your week 1 opponent, and the exact same thing happened to him.
Really?
literally the exact same thing. He got 5-0'd by Celesteela.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
See, that's what I'm saying, dude. I had Celesteela in the last draft league I was a part of, and now I really feel bad for my opponents trying to prep for that.
Yeah, I have no idea how I'm gonna prep against that, but we'll see what happens. With that being said, we're gonna wrap up the interview portion of this video. Shout out to MetaMech for joining me. Thanks for coming in and battling.
Thanks for having me.
When you were able to, because I know I did miss you in the morning there because I passed out, but that it is what it is.
Yep.
So with that being said, we're gonna get out of here. If you all like what you saw and you saw what you like, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe if you do, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.